What's up, everybody, and welcome to Buzzworthy TV. And I'm your girl, Lady T. So, before we begin, I need you guys to do a few things for me. Number one, like the video. Thank you so much. Number two, comment down below. And number three, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, so let's get into the mess. So, as you guys know, I am trying to be consistent in regards to growing my YouTube channel, right? So, it's been kind of a slow news day the past few days. So, I decided and came up with a new little series called Celebrity Catch Up. This is a series in which, I may be gone a couple days, but I still get information, or people hit me up in the DMs and asking me about certain topics that's been going on social media. So over the next few days, I'm just going to be dropping videos in regards to the Wendy Williams and Kevin Hunter situation, the R. Kelly trial, and the phone interview he did from jail. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Tory Lanez being found guilty in regards to the injury involving Megan Thee Stallion. So we're going to talk about all that over the next few days. Alright, so first of all, let's get into the first video, which we're going to talk about Wendy Williams, y'all. Y'all, Wendy done told Kevin, child, get somebody else to do it, okay? That's just flat out what she told him, okay? Now, if you have been living under a rock and don't know what's going on, I'm going to give you a quick synopsis because I don't get all day, okay? So we just going to go ahead and talk about it real quick and then get to how we got here today. So, back in 2019, it became a whole situation of Kevin getting exposed for cheating with his longtime mistress and now baby mama, Sharina Hudson, okay? So that came out, of course, at first, when the first videos hit social media, it was just simply them together. So Wendy was trying to deny it, talking about all is well in Hunterville. Who's gonna forget that? Alrighty. And then when the girl turned out to be pregnant, it became a thing of, okay, now Wendy couldn't hide it no more. So she had to stand up, put her big girl pants on, and just say, hey, yeah, this is what it is. And she also divorced the man. And she said she divorced him and left him unemployed all on the same day, in which he got a $10 million settlement from Denmark Mercury when he was fired as being one of the executive producers of the Wendy Williams show. So keep that in mind as we go on to this story, okay? So she goes along, she gets the divorce, and we're seeing Wendy's hot girl summer. She's partying, she's having fun with all these celebs, stuff that she's never done before, and everybody's cheering her on. She got allegedly a couple of cars that he was driving a side chick around. She got them allegedly repossessed. Everybody was like, Team Wendy, Team Wendy. But as time went on, we started falling apart. Literally in front of our eyes, you guys. Literally, we saw Wendy Williams fall apart in front of our eyes. So with that being said, and I do believe that we start seeing her fall apart because, at first, when you're first divorced or separated, it's like the newness of it all. I can date, I can do what I want, I can come in with time, out any time of the night I want. I don't have to answer to anybody. My son's away at college. I can do my thing and do whatever. But as time went on, and she realized that, hey, when I come home, there's no one here at night to hold me or to console me and to be there for me, So we start to see her, like I said, deteriorate right in front of our eyes. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been concerned for Wendy, am concerned for Wendy. She is no secret, she's been in and out of rehab since this whole thing started. Now, let's talk about her struggles. Now, again, as I said, we've been seeing her disintegrate, right? Disintegrate, deteriorate, however you want to call it, in front of our eyes. Now, with that being said, a lot of people want to say, well, if Kevin was there, things would be a little different. I believe that, but then again, I don't. I'm going to discuss Kevin and what part he played, because this goes back to what is going on now. Kevin was not, and I repeat, was not the reason why Wendy Williams is successful today. When she met Kevin, she was already on her come up, living in a penthouse overlooking New Jersey, already getting endorsement deals. Like, Wendy was already a syndicated radio host, okay? There was nobody bigger in radio than Wendy Williams, especially for our culture. Let's just keep it real. Call it what you will, okay? When he met her, she was hosting a party, okay? You know, so let's stop it. Now, with her own security, like, he passed her number through her security. Let's stop it. So let's stop acting like she was just nobody, you know, just a nobody. He saw her talent, and together they created this empire. No, what he did was he gave her confidence. Because Wendy, no matter how talented she was, no matter how beautiful she was very self-conscious, had very low self-esteem. You know, we saw that in the movie. You know, we saw that in how she treated her relationship with Eric B. She allowed him to kind of use her, and she really didn't care. You know, allegedly she was renting cars on her credit card for him, and he said, you know, I had a car. Nobody said you didn't have a car. She said that you had a car. I don't know if he just wanted to floss with a better car, or his car was in the shop. I don't know. But for her, I do believe that he was riding around in her car, her Pathfinder, and subsequently she had to rent him a car because she was tired of getting dropped off late for work. Come on, it happens to people in the hood all the time, but you acting like this is so hard to imagine, you know. So anyway, we know that when it comes to men, she was vulnerable because she just wanted to be loved. And what she saw in Kevin was somebody that was not only a protector, her lover, her best friend, somebody that she could bounce ideas off of. So he was her rock in that sense, that she was free to be Wendy. She was confident enough to be Wendy, which catapulted her to the success that she had. So it was all Wendy. He just was her backbone in the sense of when nobody gonna mess with Wendy, when nobody gonna touch Wendy when it came to him. But was he giving her ideas and stuff? No, he was, how should I say it? She would bounce ideas off of him and they would collaborate, absolutely. And he would say, oh yeah, that's a good idea. But she was, again, already Wendy Williams. So let's stop that. And we saw her, you know, struggle with drugs and now apparently alcohol on top of her medical conditions. And let's get this straight about her medical conditions. She has thyroid disease, Graves' disease, and lymphedema. So when people are talking about, oh, she's staggering around, it must be the drugs. She has lymphedema. Lymphedema makes it hard for her to walk. She has lymphedema in her feet. She's already stated several times, trying to bring awareness that she only has 5% feeling in her feet, which makes it hard for her to walk. That's why she looks down, so she doesn't fall. She has to watch where she's going. She said that plenty of times. She said plenty of times that she has to be in a wheelchair, but she is too proud to actually be in a wheelchair, okay? She feels like she can walk on her own. Hey, I feel like maybe she should get her a little stylish cane for support and keep it moving. But hey, if she feel like she can walk on her own, who am I to say? But y'all gonna stop talking about, oh, she's staggering. What's wrong with her? Why she looking down? Why she looked all drugged out? First of all, the Graves' disease makes her eyes pop out. She's not wearing all them extravagant lashes and having all that makeup done to conceal her eyes bulging, okay? Look up Graves' disease. Her lymphedema, she has it in her legs, in her feet. So she has trouble walking. So she looks down to see where she's going, okay? So stop all that. Not saying that she don't got struggles, because we done seen her out here looking crazy and going out here to liquor stores and all that. So yes, she has a problem. But y'all gotta know when to differentiate when it's a medical issue and when she's just out here drunk and crazy, allegedly. Okay? So now we have it to where Kevin Hunter, my. Kevin. He's saying that he's broke. He's saying that, Wendy and him came to an agreement, and it's a part of the divorce decree that she would pay him severance every month. And now those payments have stopped. And he 100% relied on the payments, and now he's facing foreclosure. He hasn't been paying his car insurance. He needs hip surgery. He got all these issues. All because the severance pays have stopped. And so now, let's get back to what Kevin is saying. And I want to agree with what he's saying. A lot of people are like, oh, it's alimony. It is not alimony. He is absolutely right. It's not alimony. He didn't sue her for alimony. He tried to do it on another way, which was saying, hey, I want half of everything. We didn't have a prenup. I don't want alimony, but I'm entitled to half of everything, which is what he said on all these countless interviews. Now, you notice that Kevin's been saying and talking quite a bit since he's been stopped getting payments. Now, think about it. They're saying that he stopped receiving his severance payments back in February of 2021. That's right around the time when he did his first live, when he was on Instagram Live for about it seemed like all day. 1 minute it was light outside, light as it is right now, all the way to it was dark. Okay? We literally saw the sunset. His little live was so long, okay? Sitting outside, just talking. Okay, never really heard from this man, barely got a picture of this man when they were married. But all of it, even when they was first separated, remember, now mind you, they separated 2019, didn't get finalized until 2020. So for almost a year into the separation, going into the divorce, we still didn't hear from him. He did one statement, apologizing for what he did or whatever. But he still wasn't talking. He didn't talk until the severance payment stopped. So basically, she was paying him to be quiet. Let's just be real. Because now all of a sudden he's talking. So he's saying that these were severance payments, not alimony. And we need to stop talking about that it being alimony. Now, it is severance payments because she was supposed to split down the middle the production company that they created in order for her to have sole ownership. Okay, she was going to buy him out. Instead of just buying him out in one lump sum, like Daniel Murphy did when they gave him a lump sum of $10 million, she was like, I'll pay you monthly. Okay, they agreed to it. He signed on the dotted line, she signed on the dotted line. But what he forgot about is that in said document, in the fine print, it says that if Wendy is no longer on the show, if such show is, terminated, canceled, or however the case, but if she is not on another show paying her equal amount of money, that payments will either stop or be modified. So she hasn't been on our show since October of 2021, over a year and a half ago. Okay? You signed that, Kevin, so you knew it was coming. But what I think was that he bet on her loving that show and loving what she did to the point that he didn't think the payments were going to stop. That's what it was. So he out here cashing out. He blew that $10 million settlement that he had, okay? He blew the $250,000 that Wendy had to pay him for him to find new housing. Now, people forget about that too. That was also part of the divorce decree. She had to pay for him to find a new home, in which she found a new home in Florida, okay? So I don't know, Kevin, what you did with your money, You know, you got $10 million off rip. You got $250,000 off rip. What you did with the money, I don't know. I mean, we do see Sharina out here just flossing in nice cars, nice clothes. You know, everything is designer, you know, from head to toe. You know, I ain't mad at Sharina. She out here looking good. Check out her page, y'all. Sharina Nicola. She living her life. And Kevin is funding that life through Wendy Williams. But Wendy Williams said, enough is enough. Okay? Enough is a freaking enough. Now, I'm not saying, because a lot of people are like, and they're hitting me up in the DMs, asking, Lady T, aka Buzzworthy TV, you a Wendy follower. You like to analyze stuff. Do you think this is a scheme that not even Ty set up, but Wendy set up to come with us with the bull? And I want to say, Wendy said, get somebody else to do it. Now, the reason why I'm saying that, do I think she's been going through mental health struggles and physical health struggles? Absolutely. We've seen her out here looking crazy. And I do believe that initially she was mentally breaking and suffering from severe alcoholism. My personal opinion, I do believe that. I absolutely believe it. I mean, and I do believe she went out to Florida with her son to try to get help. And I do believe while they were out there, things started to go from bad to worse. You know, some decisions or some people were trying to take advantage. You know, calls alarm with Wells Fargo, and it was like, y'all not about to touch Wendy's money. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I was mad. Because I'm like, who are you to sit up here and diagnose somebody's mental state? You're a bank. You're not a doctor, okay? I said that. And I felt like even with her dealing with her mental health struggles, there's so many people out here that deal with mental health struggles and they don't have the banks getting involved, okay? And I still do believe that. So with that being said, I do believe that she initially was definitely dealing with mental health struggles, substance abuse struggles, physical health struggles, all of the above, okay? But I do believe that slowly but surely, she started to come out of it. Let me fix my hair. She started to come out of it, right? And once she realized that, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm upset that I lost my show. I'm devastated that I lost my show. You know, she said it herself. She's the happiest every day at 10 a.m. So I do believe she initially was fighting for her show and fighting to get her money. But I do believe that she was coming out of her depression, and I think she's still working on that. But I think if she's coming back to herself, and now that what's done is done, particularly with the show, you know, Sherry Shepherd already got the show. They already done basically fired her, okay? Not basically, they fired her. So I do believe, you know, as the months have gone on, she's like, wait a minute, I don't got to pay Kevin because I'm not working. So that means, oh, if I come out of this and get another show or find another source of income, as long as it's not a TV show that's bringing me equal amount of income, I'm free from Kevin. So I do believe that she was coming out, as my girl Tisha Tattle said in her video about a month ago, because like I said, this is called celebrity catch-up, okay? We catching up with these celebrities. So when she broke this story, again, shout out to her and watch her video. Her name is Tisha Tells. She was saying that Wendy was probably walking around there, coming to her senses, probably smoking that little vape pen that we caught her with, like, cut that shit off. Cut it off. cut it off. Right, exactly. I believe once she realized that this can work to her benefit, even though she does not like Wells Fargo having control of her money, she's probably like, wait a minute. My bills are still getting paid. I get an allowance every month, and he gets nothing. And all the while, I can work on my mental and physical health and work on finding a way to come back and doing what I love in some other capacity. It's a win-win for Wendy. So do I think initially she planned this? No. But I do believe as she's coming out of this, she's seeing the advantage and Wendy's a plotter. Again, as she said in her book and as it was stated in the movie, read the fine print. It is, remember when they tried to fire her at not fire her, but tried to suspend her at Hot 97, and she was like, well, what, are you firing me so I can go to another station? They was like, well, no, we don't want to fire you because, basically she was bringing in the ratings. Say what you want about Wendy. Say, oh, you can't stand her and all this, but she was bringing in the ratings. She was, I think at the time, one of the only black female syndicated radio hosts out here. So people were listening, whether they want to diss Wendy or not. People were listening, okay? So stop it. Stop all this, oh my God, she's horrible, she drugged people, she did this and that. She does nothing different than TMZ and all your other favorite people who just love to talk reality gossip and give their opinion. She, you know what I'm saying? She is the reason why we have people that come on places like YouTube, TikTok, Facebook Live, and all of that. Instagram Live, all that right now, giving their opinion on these celebrities, okay? It's all, she helped start that. Excuse me, y'all. She helped start that. So, we got to give her props on that. Now, so, I do believe that, again, was she struggling? Absolutely. But I do believe she sees the benefit. Because, again, when Hot 97 was trying to stop her back, wouldn't let her go to another show, but was suspending her at the same time, she did what? Read the fine print and went on to Philly. So I think, hey, Kevin, that's on you. You didn't read the fine print. So you out here doing all these interviews, you out here trying to sue, and trying to make her guardian pay you, continue to payments. Boy, go sit yourself down. And this is why I know you're nothing but a narcissist gold digger, okay? Because initially you was trying to sue and are still in litigation with Denmark Mercury. So at first he was trying to get the money from Denmark Mercury, saying, if y'all use any of my intellectual property for the Sherri Shepherd Show, I'm going to sue you. And you guys, fire me, and tried to sue them for wrongful termination. And they responded back like, how, Sway? How is it wrongful termination? So, they're still in litigation, but I think he realized that he's not going to get anywhere with that lawsuit. So then he turned around and circled back and is trying to get Wendy's guardian to pay his bills. And I'm like, bruh, get a job. It just boils down as simple as that. Get a freaking job. How you, a grown man, 51 years old, with a toddler and this young woman in her 30s, don't have no job? Why y'all waiting on Wendy? As Tasha said, say. Everybody waiting on Wendy. And you know what? If I was Wendy, I'd just sit back too, like, really? And I do feel sorry for Kevin Jr., okay? Because he really did try to help his mom initially. If you go back, he was with her. I don't know where the breakdown of communication happened. Hopefully they can work on things and she can probably help him behind the scenes. Maybe behind the scenes she is helping him. He did say that, he found other accommodations and everything. So maybe behind the scenes she's helping him, and they had a talk, and, he's downsizing. He's back in school now. So I know now the guardian is probably going to reinstate his allowance because she did cut him off because he stopped going to school. He's back in school now, so he'll be able to get his allowance. So Lil Kev will be all right too. Again, he's back in school now. The only person who's actually suffering right now is Kevin Hunter Sr. And I am not going to shed a tear. I don't care. Kevin, you need to get a job. And if your hip hurts so bad, then you need to not go on Instagram showing your butt working out and all that, like you just in such great health. And if you are in need of a new hip, you need to go send your little girlfriend out there. You know, she need to go slang some pancakes, or you need to go put her on the pole. I don't know what you need to do with your little side piece term baby mama. Y'all need to figure it out, okay? Y'all just need to figure it out. Hey, anyway, that's my opinion on what's been going on with this Wendy Williams and Kevin Hunter situation. I'm going to be back. Again, we're going to talk about R. Kelly, and then we're going to move on to the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez case. Till next time, y'all. Peace and love.